Let me tell you a story. Chapter 5. Salt on his lips. By morning, I had convinced myself there was no one there. The figure on Victoria's porch, the feeling of being watched, it had to be in my head. Guilt manifesting. Paranoia bleeding through the cracks of my double life. The mind sees what the heart fears. That's what I told myself. I watched Victoria's house from the kitchen window, steam rising from my coffee. No sign of movement, no shadows behind curtains, just stillness, as if the storm had washed everything clean. Amber was already gone, back to routine like nothing was frayed at the edges. She made eggs, kissed my cheek, and left wearing her navy slacks and a soft smile, a wife secure in her world. But I was no longer a part of that world, not fully. I didn't text Victoria, didn't knock. I waited until dusk. The street was quiet. A few porch lights blinked on. The air still held that late summer heat that settled in your skin like sweat or sin. I stepped off my porch and walked across the cul-de-sac. This time, I didn't bring wine. I brought intent. The side door was unlocked. It creaked as I eased it open, just like mine had. Her kitchen smelled like lavender and something warm, baked peaches maybe, or honey left too long on the stove. I moved through the house like I belonged there, pulse steady, eyes adjusting to the low light. I found her upstairs. She was in her bedroom, back to the door, brushing her hair. Loose robe tied casually around her waist, the slip beneath sheer and clinging. I didn't speak, just stepped behind her. Her eyes met mine in the mirror, calm but startled only for a second. "Bold," she said. Thought I'd return the favor. I touched her hips, slow and deliberate. She let me. No resistance, just the inhale of anticipation. I bent to kiss the back of her shoulder, lips soft against damp skin. "You've been on my tongue since that night," I whispered. She shivered. Her voice was quieter this time. "You shouldn't be here. You left the door open." "You picked the lock." I smirked. "You wanted me to." I took her by the hand and led her backward until she sat on the edge of the bed. She looked up at me like she might devour me or fall apart trying. My hands found a knot in her robe and pulled slowly, teasingly, unraveling her like a secret. The slip slid down her shoulders. No bra, no words. She tried to rise, to press against me, but I knelt instead. "Tonight," I said with my voice thick, "I make the rules." I parted her thighs, kissing the inside of her knees, then higher, tongue tracing along soft skin, warm and trembling. She gasped when I reached the place she wanted me the most, hips twitching toward my mouth like instinct. I didn't rush. I teased. Kisses, breath, a flick of tongue, a pause. She arched, cursed, grabbed at the sheets. But I didn't let her have it all, not all at once. I let her drown slowly in pleasure, her moans growing louder, more desperate, each time I brought her close only to ease off. "Please," she whispered, voice cracked and ragged. I held her eyes when I finally gave in, pressed my mouth to her fully and tasted the salt and heat and ache of her. Her hands gripped my hair, grinding against my tongue as she shattered, again and again, legs trembling, cries muffled by the pillow she clutched. When she was still, I rose. Her robe had slipped completely off. Her skin gleamed with sweat. Her chest fell and rose in uneven bursts. I leaned down, lips brushing her ear. "You're not the only one who can leave someone begging." Then I kissed her, deep, slow, and let her taste herself on my tongue. When I pulled back, she looked stunned, ruined. "Don't go," she whispered, but I was already tucking my shirt back in. I smiled as I reached the doorway, her scent clinging to my beard, the taste of her still warm on my lips. "Next time," I said. Then I slipped out into the night, leaving the door just slightly open.